Right guys, welcome back. Today Ipswich Town take on Accrington Stanley in an attempt to get a first win at home for a long time. It's the first game at home in 2020. Can Ipswich Town get that win? Come on. Right, welcome back guys. Today Ipswich Town take on Accrington Stanley in the hope of getting a much needed win. A first win in 12 I think it would be for the town, and we desperately need it in the league. Today we're sponsored by Chameleon Tattoos. Thanks for your support this season. Let's crack on though. Today we've been all over the place. We've spoken to the Fortuna fans, we've spoken to a number of fans. We're trying to get as many views as possible going into this one. It's a big one. It's massive. Accrington never played at Portman Road. It'll be an interesting one to say. At the least, we need to get something on the board. It's getting desperate, and I think if we don't get a result here today, there could be problems going forward. Stay with us, and we'll have a look and see what we can get up to. Come on. Right, yes, I'm here with Josh. Josh, first time down Portman Road today. Much travel this season? Have you been many places?
Yeah, every away game so far, so we're looking forward to ticking another one off the ground list.
And what are you expecting today from your team?
It's going to be a tough game. Obviously, you've not been in the best of form. A lot of people think that's a good thing for us, but I disagree. I think that's a bad thing. You know, you want a team to kind of start a unbeaten run again, and that could be us. But we got good cup win on Tuesday against Fleetwood. Tough game. I think we'll continue that run.
Standout performer for me has probably been Colby Bishop this season. For me, what about you?
I'd agree on that. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. The way he's transitioned from non-league football, into league football. He's a strong, powerful player. It's taken a while for his body to get used to. Training full time. Not having to work as a primary school teacher. He's done fantastically. Yeah, all credit to him.
What are your aspirations then as an Accrington fan? Because obviously we see it from a completely different angle. We're looking for promotion. I mean, what do you guys see every season?
I think it's a case of improvement every season, be that on the field or off the field. We've had a lot of improvement off the field in recent years. Obviously, historically, Aki have always been little club, little old Aki, and I think in recent years that's changed to, hang on a minute, this is a team that can compete, this is a team that's got facilities, players, want to play for us now, we're getting loans from the Premier League, and I think that's the main difference for us. A cup run as well, we've never been to Wembley, only one or two EFL teams.
Either have we, mate, either have we.
But, we're still in the old leasing.com trophy, so an improvement.
We're not either.
I had to throw that one in there, but just an improvement, flirt with the playoffs. Don't really want to get drawn into a relegation scrap, and just enjoy it. We're enjoying every minute of being in this league at the end of the day, playing teams like Ipswich, so can't go wrong.
What are you expecting today then, mate? Final score?
2-0 Aki.
2-0 Aki. Let's see. Right, I'm here with Loudon. Mate, last time I saw you was Cambridge away, weren't it? Yeah. It's been a good season, towards the start, but not so much recently, has it?
No, it hasn't.
Are you looking forward to today?
Yeah, I think we might get a win today against Accrington, because we haven't been on form, but Accrington ain't doing that well this season either, so I don't know what will go on. I think we can get a win today. Yeah,
so do I, hopefully. Who do you think's going to score then today, mate, and what do you think the final score is going to be?
I think Caden Jackson and James Norwood 2-0 today.
2-0? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And do you think Ipswich can still get promoted?
Well, depends how we play at the minute. I don't think Norris is that good of a keeper. I think he needs to go back to Wolves and get a better keeper.
That's a strong statement, mate. Well, hopefully we'll get the win today, all right? Yeah. Cheers for that. Right, yes, I'm here with Inchy and Phil. Inchy, how was your travel down here?
Hi, what's your name?
Ashley.
Ashley. I'm fine, Ashley. I have a wonderful trip, and I like Ipswich. And we love it here.
Have you been before to Ipswich?
Yes. Yeah? It's 5 times I came, every year.
5 times. Phil, you're always here with the Germans, aren't you? Lively bunch, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they're a great bunch. Always down here. They always make us feel welcome when we come over to Düsseldorf, so always best to make our welcome to there.
And we're planning to put another one together this year, aren't we, and go over to Düsseldorf?
Yeah, unfortunately Fortuna Düsseldorf are fighting relegation at the minute, so tickets for for the last home game could be hard to come by, so bear with us with that, and they'll soon hear about that.
So, Inchi, what do you think the score will be today?
I hope that Ipswich make the game.
Yeah?
Yes.
Score?
3-1.
I said that. Come on.
Yes.
Right then, Mark. First of all, it's important to announce the loan of Thomas Whitby to Bolton Wanderers as a fan this season. He's obviously gone on a free with Toto Ntiala, so we won't be seeing him for the rest of the season. Many people will be happy with that transfer, won't they?
He's been a great servant to IpswichFanzone, and we'd like to wish him best in his future endeavours. He's very loyal. I think we've discovered that he weren't loyal to the club. He was loyal to one man and one man only, and that was Toto Ntiala.
A sad turn of events after last week at Exeter. Obviously, he was probably made the scapegoat, in my opinion, on an unfair performance.
He didn't do himself any favours, though, did he? First half, he was okay. Did the basics right. Second half, I think we saw quite a drop off in performance, and sadly that's been the story of the season. So hopefully he can go to Bolton and pick up some form, and whether he comes back and plays a starring role for Ipswich or moves on, hopefully it's in the best interests of both parties, really.
Can you see anybody else moving on, Mark? I mean, you say poor run of form. I'd probably say everyone's having a poor run of form at the moment.
I think there's a fair few that, I'm bitterly disappointed that we weren't a bit savvier with the Bart situation. We held all the cards there. It's like a game of poker. We had the winning hand and we seemed to fold it. Bart's well in form, probably as good a form as he was when he was with us, and we could have drove a hard bargain, but we just sort of let the deal lie, and Millwall have won the situation, really. There's players that I think Hughes is probably the highest earner at the club. He may be someone that he can still offer something to the side. So I don't know. It's a tough situation. I think that's the way the club is. Like we said on Tuesday with the 12th man, we're going to have to be self-sustainable, and that might mean players moving on before we can actually bring anyone in.
You're absolutely right. Have you got the squad then, mate? Let's have a look at the squad. It's 2 o'clock on a Saturday. Everyone always looks forward to the squads. There's bound to be changes from Exeter last week. Mark, what is the starting 11?
So in goal is Will Norris. Looks like we've got a back five again. So from left to right, we've got Luke Garbutt, James Wilson, Luke Chambers, Luke Wolfenden, and Gwion Edwards. In midfield, we've got Flynn Downs and Emma Hughes. Number 10 seems to be Alan Judge. And then we've got Caden Jackson and James Norwood up front, with a bench of Thomas Holy, Jenna Windanasian, Cole Scouse, Teddy Bishop, Andre Dazelle, Miles Kenlock and Will Keane.
Okay, I'd say that's a pretty strong lineup going into this one. There needed to be changes from last week. Effectively, we lost to a League 2 B team on Saturday, with probably one of our strongest 11s, you would say, in that competition. We needed to make changes, didn't we?
Yeah, there was a lineup that was good enough to win that game, but obviously they didn't deliver the goods. I'm glad to see Judge back in the 10. That's definitely his best position. Will Norris in goal again. Can't say I'm surprised. Performances maybe haven't warranted him playing, but just seems to be the way things are at the minute. He is maybe the
make up for it, doesn't he?
Yeah, maybe that's what Lambert's going for. Maybe given an opportunity. His distribution can be better than Holy's at times, but for me, Holy's still my number one. But less said about that, the better. But yeah, there's options off the bench. Bishop is there to make difference. Will Keane's in form, so we have got men to actually try and win this game. It's just going to be where we can get the job done, as the case of many games this season.
Yeah. All right, finally then, should we go for your key man, mate, and then your final score?
Alan Judge playing in his favoured position. I think he's now can sort of cement himself in the team, and I'll go for a narrow 1-0 Town win.
Well, we can only see. Come on. Right, yes, I'm here with Ian from Boots South Africa. How are you doing, mate?
Fantastic. It's great to be back at Ipswich Town today. Happy New Year to you all. Yeah, here's a good stat for you. In the 8 Ipswich Town Matchday events we've been to previously, 1-6 drawn, 1 lost 1. So we're a good omen being here today, I hope.
Definitely, 100%. How's everything going then, mate?
Amazing. The support we've had from the community and from the club has been fantastic. Last week we passed 14,000 pairs of boots donated and 35,000 items of kit, which we've then managed to get on to 38 benefactor organisations in 18 countries around Africa. We've got 6 shipments going out in January and February, so if you're at the game today, please donate. If you didn't make it, get in touch. We need your donations of boots and kit.
Definitely. We'll leave all the details below, but Ian, you're doing an absolutely fantastic, sterling job, mate, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much indeed. Cheers. We are back for Milton Keynes, by the way, and if any time you want to bring boots and kit, the supporters liaison officer who lives behind us in the fan zone tent, she's got a boot bin here at every home game.
Brilliant. Right, so I'm here with Ollie. Ollie, how are you doing today, mate?
Good.
Yeah? You buzzing for the game today?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you think we're going to get a win?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think we're desperate for a win today, and I think we need some goals. So you reckon we score 2, 3, 4, 5 today?
I think it might be a 2-1 win.
Yeah?
We need the points because we're pretty low down now, we're 5th.
Yeah.
And we're not doing very well, so we need a win.
I think it's a desperate time, but I'm still sticking with the Blues. You come much, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you come with your mum, do you, most of the time?
My mum and dad. This is like my 2nd time coming here.
2nd time? Well, yes. Mum, make sure you get him a season ticket next year, all right? Yeah? She said yes, so you can come sit with me, yeah? Yeah? So 2-1 win today?
Yeah.
Lovely job. Cheers for that, Ollie. Right then, John, it's absolutely imperative that we get a result today, don't you think?
Must do. We must get a result today. We're what, 2nd in the league for the worst results at the moment. So, you know, it's again, it's midfield. Midfield has got to start working. Shoot. We've got to feed the forwards and also the backs. And we need a goalkeeper that actually can save and talk to the defence. Which
this goalkeeper issue is never going to go away, is it? I think it just gets on everyone's tits. You can't get it off, can you?
No, I can't see why he's put him in.
Oh, let's say Holy didn't have a bad game, did he? I mean, look at the saves he made against Exeter. And I mean, Exeter, you'd argue, weren't the best of sides. We still lost to them, though, didn't we, John?
Yes, we did, and that was a big downer. That was a cruel way to lose. Second half, we looked a lot better. But again, we don't score. And if you don't score, you don't win. And that's been last season, and we're doing it again this season now. We're not scoring, and that's frightening.
Yeah.
It's really put a damper on things because we don't start scoring, we ain't going to do anything.
What about today then, mate? What are your hopes?
I reckon we'll win 2-1. I always have to say we're going to win.
Everyone's on a downer this season, but every time I ask them, they're always like, yeah, we're going to win today.
It's what we are, aren't we? We're Ipswich supporters, we're used to it. But I think that the squads, this is what annoys me, the squad are good enough. More than good enough for this league. We've got players that are experienced. They could be playing in Championship. Maybe a couple of them could possibly be in the Premiership, but they're just not doing it.
Do you think that's the side of the players we see and not many others do?
I think it is. I think it's the side that we see and other people don't. And that's what's hurting. I think a lot of Ipswich fans, we know that we should be doing better. Otherwise, the crowds will be down. A lot more down. The crowds are here because they know that we should be doing better. They're behind the team, so the team's got to start believing in themselves and doing something.
Definitely. So 2-1 win today?
2-1.
Come on. Right then, Lou, I think we've travelled over 5,000 miles this season to see a game of football. We've finally seen it here today against Accrington Stanley. 3-0 up at half-time. What do you make of that?
Brilliant, mate. Different team out there at the moment. I mean, the amount of miles we've all travelled to try and witness a game of football that we dominate and finish off in the first half, and they've done it at home. That was brilliant.
First time we've played football this season, hands down.
Mate, brilliant football as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that third goal, just back heels everywhere. Chambers is up there.
Chambers playing like Xavi up there, mate. I don't know where he come from.
Mate, I think he's lost. He's got a nosebleed, I think. He's got a half-time a nosebleed. He's that high up. But
even Alan Judge has scored. I mean, this is a miracle happening today, isn't it?
Judge has scored. Norwood scored.
Jack call him fishy because he loves the chips.
Oh, mate, loves it. And always rated Jackson and I, so good to see him go.
What do you make of this, mate? This could be an absolute onslaught. I feel sorry for those 100 Accrington fans that travel down, because this could be 6 or 7 at this rate.
I think it's got to be. I don't think there's no point in putting subs on and just keeping it 0. I think for confidence-wise, just go for it.
Yeah.
If we score 5, take 5. If we only score 1 more.
What's happened between this last week and this week, mate, to make them, put out a reaction?
I think they've realised. I think they've realised that it ain't as easy as they thought. They can't just walk it. I mean, they walk in this game, but every other game they can't walk. I think they've realised it. Lambert obviously had a word after Lincoln for an hour. The cup game don't really count, does it? It's neither here nor there. But I think the league just got to concentrate on it now. Play like this every weekend. We're with a shot, but it's whether they keep it up or not.
What do you make of the final score then, mate? What are you going for?
I'd say 4-0, I reckon.
4-0. 4-0, come on. Right then, boys. It's a lovely 4-1 win at home, finally. Finally. What do you make of that, mate?
There was a handful of goals, so I can count on one hand how many there was scored. This one hand, there were 5 goals.
Unbelievable. What's this? He's all the way back from Bolton. It's Thomas Whitby.
I'm not fucking leaving! I'm not fucking leaving!
Yeah. Oi, how many did Toto let in today?
Well, me and Toto, unfortunately, we let in 2, but both of them were Toto's fault. I don't know what he's playing at, mate. You know what? I was playing the sweeping role behind Toto. Every time we couldn't header a fucking ball. What's wrong with the bloke? Mate, I'm happy we loaned him out. See you later, Toto. I love you.
Well, finally, we got a win today. Mark, what do you make of that, mate?
It's good, but not to put a downer on things. It doesn't mean anything if we don't go to Oxford and get a point at least. I go to Tranmere and win. It doesn't mean a thing. It doesn't mean a thing if we don't go. This needs to be the start of something.
We should beat Oxford on Tuesday, shouldn't we?
It's a big game now. They lost today. I mean,
Who did they lose to?
no idea.
Have a look on that hand. All the answers are on that hand.
This hand.
Oi, look, Jack's back from Oz. It's his birthday today as well.
You alright, guys?
G'day, mate.
Yeah. Fucking hell. He does sound like an Australian.
G'day.
Oh my, that's all he knows. That's all he knows.
G'day, how's it going?
All right, Dan, come in, mate. What do you want?
I just want to say, Accrington are probably as bad as your dye and your beard, aren't they?
Oh! Yes, I did dye my beard. Next question. Right. Will, what do you make of that, mate?
At the, Bristol Rovers game at home, we were all moaning about a lack of fight, lack of desire, lack of passion. That game had everything. The whole team was running for every second ball, fighting.
Even Edwards played well.
Everyone played well. I can't think of a player that had a bad game, and you know, to get all 3 strikes on the score sheet's really good for them.
Tides have turned, because even Lou's saying Jackson had a good game today. What do you make of that, mate?
He had an alright game.
Alright game! Yeah. I'll shake it!
No, it hurts to say it, that's why. No, he did have a good game, to be fair to him. I think everyone did. Edwards, when we're normally out here slaughtering him every game. Yeah, Hughes done well. I think Hughes looked a bit shaky.
Judge today then, boys. He obviously came through.
Masterclass. Where he should be playing, number 10, all the time. Perfect performance.
Guarantee.
Found our formation?
Yes. No, well, yes, but we guarantee at Oxford we start completely different. And Judge isn't in the squad.
You winning team, you don't change the women team.
It was unchanged from the Wickham game. I know we changed for the Exeter game, but it was unchanged in the league.
And we were decent at Wickham.
So we know what our squad is now. We can go to Oxford on Tuesday and get 3 points, can't we, Matt?
What's that?
Go to Oxford on Tuesday, get 3 points.
100%. I can see us getting 3 points. I am going. What do you mean? I'm going.
Mate, it's been to more away games you have this season.
Yes, I think we will get a result. And based on today's performance, if we keep the fight we've got, keep a similar team, get Norris out of goal, we've got a good chance of winning. What are you touching my arse for?
Got a few of the fans in the background. So, oh, don't go there. I'm not talking about goalkeepers anymore on this channel. Right, look, boys, Tuesday, massive game on Tuesday. Can Ipswich Town get 3 points at Oxford? That remains to be seen. Come on, you Blues!